Hey, welcome back to my channel. My bait cave, my sweat box. Pretty hot out here. Another scorcher down here in South Texas. What I was thinking about doing today is taking the remnants of that sprayed grass and just putting it together and see what it comes out. I don't know if y'all remember, like way back when I took the remnants of California 420 and put it together, and that turned out to create what I called Hollywood 151. I would like to see what sprayed grass might turn out to be. I don't know, it might suck. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Is like every time you get back here, every time you run a laminate like this, the runner is gonna be like that, like together. So there's no reusing it. Like I can't reuse that unless I want those two colors blended together. I was just kind of curious to see what that would come out like. That's going to be my goal today. I had a little time this morning off camera, and I had a lot of, not a whole lot, but I had at least a cup of leftover sprayed grass that I didn't use. I decided to throw that in some little crappie slayers and some tubes and everything. And I'll show y'all how that came out. Take a look. So, all right, first thing I did was some phantoms. I know a guy that fishes with primarily all the time with phantoms. I like this bait, but I haven't used it as much as I should. I mostly use these things as trailers. But I know a guy that uses them primarily for everything, and he Texas rigs them. They're really good. You're gonna be throwing a lot of weeds and stuff, a lot of trash. So I thought I'd make a bag of those. All right, a set of tubes came out. I haven't fished with these yet. This is kind of a new mold for me. I'm still getting used to it. I'm giving a lot of them away, and nobody's complained yet. But nobody really sent me any pictures of anything they caught. And see how they just, like when you inject them, they just come. Watch this. Check this out. Ain't that cool? I mean, you gotta admit. Let me do one more. So let me see if I can keep it in focus. All right, so these are the 2-inch slayers. These things usually work pretty good. Sprayed grass slayers. So the last ones are these 2-inch crushers. I hope they came out right. My ejector started feeling pretty empty. It might not all filled in. Well, it looks like all the tails filled in. Same body style as the Because the Slayer, they just got a little bit more action on that tail right there. So, okay, so the ADD kicked in. I got a little bit off topic. Let me show you what. We're going back to what I was talking about, mixing or just blending the remnants together from that sprayed grass. Hold on. So see, anytime you do a lot of laminate work, you're gonna wind up with a whole bunch of these things. I believe they call them runners in the real world, but there's not much you can do with them because once you melt them down, they're gonna blend anyway. So maybe come up with another cool color. And these things right here, they call injector plugs. And then this right here, that's just pucks, I think they call them when they come out the bottom of the cup. But today I'm just gonna mix all. I'm gonna mix them all together and see if we come up with something cool. It's just like I was talking about that how that Hollywood 151 came about. Now, actually, a lot of times I'll just cut them up. I think they melt better. They remelt. A lot of times I'll just throw this stuff through the meat grinder. I got a little meat grinder, but on a day like today, when I just got a little bit, I'll just throw it together now. But I usually do it with pucks like this. I try to keep the amount even, so that so one don't overpower the other. Now my best girl in there, she's not out here right now. She might come out a little later on, but she thinks, her opinion is that this is much more powerful than this. So it's more than likely this is going to overpower this, and we're just going to have some funky color. But you never know till you try, right? Let's give it a whirl. So a lot of times I'm not really sure what I'm going to get. I'll try some 10-inch curl tail worms. That might look good. And then I got the monster worm. From this mold right here is from the Vape Junkies. I've been using this one a lot. I think we'll throw this one in there. And if there's any plastic left over in the injector, I'll see if I can get a batch of phantoms. But I'm not counting on it. That might be pushing it a little. So got it all melted, and I don't know. A lot of times this could just turn out to be a putrid mess, but we won't know until we actually see it in the sun. It's hard to tell just looking at it on a knife. Let's see what we got here. So that's the curl tail worms, 10-inch. Here's the monster worm. Monster worm's really only 10.5. It's not that much bigger. Caught that pretty good. Let's see if we got enough for this phantom. Oh, I think we did. Yes. All right. That was enough. I didn't think there would be, but you just never know. So let's let them cool down, and I'll get back with you. So, all right, let's see how they came out here. So it's curltail worms. We won't really know how good they actually look until we see them in the sun, but I think they look all right. I don't know what we would call that. I got to come up with a name for that color if I'm going to use it again. See, and then I'll just throw that back in the cup again and melt it another time. So, if you're doing normal remelts, you can't really count on that unless you know exactly what you're putting in the cup. Here's a monster worms. Same thing. I believe I would fish with these, but a lot of you might not think it's. Sometimes I like to just try them anyway. I don't know if it's a good color or not. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let's see if these phantoms. I was getting low on plastic at the end of this one. Oh, I think they all filled in. A lot of times, if you have doubts, you can come right here and you can feel right there. If you got any air, it means you just ran short or didn't keep the runner topped off. Or I think some people call that a sprue. Maybe you got to keep. See, I didn't keep that topped off, so I got air. I got air actually to right there, so I got lucky. But I probably should have topped that off a little bit more, but I was in a hurry. Well, that's what they look like. Now, I got some plastic melting up, another batch, and it may look a little bit different than this because cutting up the pucks in the bottom of the cup, I may not have got the proportions right. I heated up another cup, and I want to do a side-by-side comparison to see if they're close enough to go in the same bag, or if there's a drastic change. But like I said, I just cut everything up in chunks, throw it. I try to keep it as close together as I can, but it's not always possible. I'll try to pay a little bit more attention and not let those sprues suck in too much. I got lucky on that last batch that I didn't wind up with a hollow bait. Well, you see them going down already. You just got to pay a lot of attention. Don't get sidetracked. I'm good for getting sidetracked. Like I said, I might have a touch of ADD. I'm one of those guys. I'll lock my door when I leave the house, and I'll get 10 miles down the road and I can't remember if I locked my door. It's kind of annoying, but that's why I don't get in a hurry, because I might have to go back and check every now and then. Cup's still a little bit warm. I took my glove off too soon. But that ought to do it right there. So it's not quite as inaccurate as regular remelt days. I was just watching a car go by. People think I live on a highway, but this is really just a daggum neighborhood street. But Everybody seems to think it's I guess it's a shortcut. My street, I live on a shortcut, so everybody's got to go 55 and a 20, because if they don't go that fast, it's not a shortcut. So what do you expect? But anyway, see, I'm getting off topic again. Anyway, this is kind of an accurate remelt, like I was saying, because it's an actual color that's a laminate, and I'm putting those two colors together. So every time I do that, I can actually make this color. Like I could actually put on the bottom of the recipe of this color that it turns out to be this. So we'll have to see it. If anybody has any idea of a name of that color, just put it in the comments down below. I'm not the world's greatest at thinking up colors. Most of the names of the colors I have, somebody else thought of them anyway. Let's see how these are. I think these are ready to go. All right, let's see how these came out. They may be a little bit different, but they could probably still go in the same bag. The way I see things, I think I can do it. If I can get a little bit of sun to come out today, I'll take them outside and give you guys a real perspective. Here goes those monster worms. See, these came out much better. See how that's solid. I made sure I kept that full.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm just, it's going good.
It is?
Yeah, it's going good. I'm getting down to the nitty gritty, almost finished.
Are you?
I'll be ready to eat.
Well, this does not look like you're almost finished.
Oh, well, see, all I got left of what I'm doing today is this little bit.
Uh-huh.
These few things right here.
Yeah.
I actually got a cup in the microwave right now, but this is the remnants of that sprayed grass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you want to see my new color?
Yeah.
Let's go look at it in the sun.
Oh my gosh, those are beautiful.
You like it?
Oh my, I love that. That is the prettiest green color.
Let me get it in the sun. Does that?
Let me see.
I can't really tell if that looks good, but if you say it looks good.
Oh my gosh. I think this is my second favorite after baby bass. Go in the sun there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
That's good.
Oh my gosh, these are beautiful.
So
I love those.
So that's a good new color.
That's a great new color.
So, see, you never know. I mean,
I really thought that when you put the two together, it was going to be too dark.
I know.
What was it, blue and?
Well, what it was that top color that was kind of blue, but remember I made it out of black. Like it was this 2 drops of black.
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh.
It wasn't really strong.
Oh wow, that is just, I love that.
All right.
I really love it. I was so wrong. That came out so good. Well, can you recreate that?
Yes, this is very recreatable.
Good.
So that's what I was explaining to everybody.
Oh, you
when
were?
it's that's when it's a solid recipe.
Uh-huh.
It can always blend together. It's just like that Hollywood 151.
Yeah.
So I was asking everybody just to comment down below.
Yeah.
Just name this color.
Oh yeah, you got some good names yet?
Well, no, I haven't.
I haven't looked at it. Oh, all right. Oh, that's really pretty, man. I love that. I really love that. Like I said, I think this is my baby bass is my favorite, but I think this is my next favorite.
Well, that's cool. So I'm finished with the phantoms. I don't need no more of those.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do another run of these.
Okay.
And I don't I don't really need no more monster worms, but I'm gonna add this big giant AR worm.
All right.
I want to make 6 of these.
Oh, that's gonna be
I like to
nice.
put 6 in the bag.
Yeah.
But this thing is fat.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
So that's different from the one you did, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I see it's got a curly tail.
Oh, and I'm actually gonna throw some stick baits in there too.
Oh, cool.
So I need at least 2 more. I need at least 2 runs of this, and then I'm gonna do 1 more run of the, yeah, I'm gonna do 1 more run
Nice.
so I can have some nice big bags.
Looks good.
All right, I've got the few 5-inch sticks. These always look pretty good. Can't go wrong with a stick, right? All right, let's get this big old giant AR worm. These things are fun to fish with. Look at the size of them. Look how fat they are. It's a lot of meat right there. I've been fishing with these before, where the tail got pulled completely off, and that just looked like a big, giant, fat stick bait, and it was still working. Well, that's about it. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm glad you guys could join me. My goal, what I would like to do is, I would like to see all you fishermen out there get into this hobby and start really producing your own lures. It's kind of like, it's the same thing as reloading for the shooter. That's what it is to the fisherman. You know what it's like to catch a fish. You know how exciting it is to get your new personal best, but there's nothing to me that's more exciting than catching a fish on something that you created. The bait that you make is just, and now think about this, all you tournament fishermen. Think about how exciting it would be to win a tournament on lures that you made. Later on down the line, I'm gonna show you how to make jigs, spinner baits, some buzz baits. Y'all stick with me. I'll show you all my techniques on building all the different kind of baits and lures. And well, I'm really glad you guys could join me. Once again, I'm the old tired veteran. Be hearing from you guys down in the comments. Give me a name for that color that we came up with today. Put it in my recipe book as something to go with. At least my best girl out there, she said it looked good, so I'm gonna take her word for it. Now I'm gonna go catch a fish with it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all be safe out there. That heat creeps up on you fast. You'll be fishing 1 minute and you think you're doing good. By the time you get back to the boat ramp, you can't hardly walk no more. So just try to stay cool and stay hydrated. Looking forward to see you on my next video. I don't know what it's going to be just yet, but I'll try to make it something cool. All right, well, it's time to go eat. Talk to you guys later.